Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization 5 Deity Twins with Marbazier. Say hi.
Hey everyone.
So I was like derping in some of my micromanagement, but I think I'm pretty much settled now. I think my cities are going to work slightly saner tiles. Well,
and I'm finally at war with someone.
Yay! I'm at war with two people, and people have actually heard of. I mean, France and Germany. Who's that Ramalama Ding Dong guy? No one knows him.
Yeah, that's true. I might actually not take his cities for now, but use him as training grounds for my units.
Just farm for XP nonstop?
Yeah,
that's
just farm for XP until logistics. I'm considering it.
Because, I mean, your ranged characters are fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't believe how many missionaries Venice is spamming. It's really quite uncanny.
One of my units already has barrage free, so he only needs one more promotion to get logistics.
Thinking of what do I want next? Do I want gunpowder? Do I need that? Am I planning on going after the Ottomans?
And my swordsman is actually getting a combat penalty. Oh, no, not anymore, but the city-state pillaged my iron, so I was getting a combat penalty for a while.
Oh.
That was really annoying. And that penalty is actually quite significant. So how's your research going?
Well, it's still not a great rate. I'm doing 70 beakers a turn, which I don't think is very good at this pace. You're probably doing a fair bit better than that. I did just finish Chivalry. I'm going to start on machinery for some crossbows.
I'm actually going for gunpowder right now, even though I don't have a lot of targets other than this guy.
Well, I considered it, but I think upgrading my 3 crossbows to, or my 3 bowmen to crossbows would actually be a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I really didn't need as many bowmen maybe if I'm getting the camel archers, but I don't know. I needed some units. And then I might go up to cannons and take Edirne. It's going to be so hard to take anything beyond that. But
Yeah.
Edirne is also going to be infinitely defensible. I can just basically take it and never have to worry about losing it ever.
Yeah.
And then I might just turtle down. I don't know.
And my plan right now is kind of to research the military texts myself and steal the civilian ones.
That makes
While
sense.
I can still take advantage of my spies. And I might still invade your continent at some point. That will be fun. We'll see about that. I'm actually thinking that it might be easier for me to go east as opposed to west. I still need to explore the map a little bit more.
Yeah,
I actually have astronomy now, so I can explore the map properly, not with triremes. And I'll probably do that.
Alright, I just pieced out with France. And I can steal a technology. I can get acoustics or banking. Acoustics is slightly more expensive, but I think banking has a better immediate benefit.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you need banking for industrialization. I usually enter industrial era through industrialization.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not to mention, you also need banking for scientific theory, which is the second most important technology to get at the start of industrial era. If not the first, for public schools.
So we don't have the size yet, so...
So I would definitely go for banking.
Yeah, which is what I did. Napoleon is plotting against Babylon. Well, let's let Babylon know. They need some advance notice. Last thing we want is a mega France.
And I mean, the only real reason why I often research acoustics to enter Renaissance era is because acoustics only require education, and that's a technology you usually beeline for anyway.
Right.
While you need to research chivalry for banking.
Oh, I'm going to reset open borders with you. We had it, and it just expired.
Do we still have Declaration of Friendship?
Yep.
Oh, and that research agreement will go off in 11 more turns. That should give us a nice science boost. What's your science output right now?
It is 77.
Okay. Mine's at 95.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, and it's been a week since we played the last session, I derped around a lot trying to put down my first city and got delayed. And also, I think I improved tiles around Mecca incorrectly, because I don't have a whole lot of food production. Part of it is because I did get my wheat pillaged at some point.
Yeah.
But I should have put some farms down all along the river much, much faster.
Well, my science output will go up a lot in the next 10 turns because I will get an observatory in my capital and a great scientist for an academy.
Nice. Okay, what's my progress on that? No, I'm still working on there, so I'm quite far away from a great scientist.
So I think Ramkamheng is confused about life. He isn't even trying to stop me from taking his city. He's attacking the city-state, as I kind of predicted. But I don't think he will take it, because the city-state has free-range troops. And a crossbowman. And he's trying to take that with elephants.
Well, and I find that, except in situations where the AI has planned to take a city, it usually can't casually take one. It needs to have a force assembled and ready, which I guess is true even for players. I mean, cities are tough things.
Yeah, especially when the AI is trying to attack them with units that get penalty attacking cities. Most cavalry units get penalty. I had to check, but the elephants also get a penalty attacking cities. So that's a bit of a silly move by the AI there.
And the AI does love to melee cities for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it does.
I should just go buy those tiles right now.
I've even seen situations where AI just literally suicides a melee unit into a city, which you shouldn't ever do.
No.
Because even as a player, you can see when some attack is suicide on preview.
Ooh,
so
Ottomans
it's
are at peace.
a bit strange. Yeah, that doesn't sound so good for you.
Oh, let's see if I can convince them to attack anyone else. France? No. But Babylon, maybe? You're right next door. No. That's a shame.
The Ottomans came to me saying, Quill 18 is a threat to the stability of this world. He wants me to declare war on you.
Oh, that's rude.
So they probably want to go to war against you. That's why they asked me. I'm just saying.
They're plotting, yeah.
Yeah, they might try to bring the other civilizations into that war.
Well, no one else can really do much except maybe Babylon, and even then it would be a little bit challenging for them to do.
But they definitely want to do something about you.
That's great news. Love it. Tell you what, let's increase the production of the university. Did that kill a turn? It did. Because I need to get my camel archers up and running. I'm 3 turns away from upgrading to crossbows, though, which is something. I don't know, though. Yeah, I think a lot of things are going to go badly because I betrayed Germany. But I didn't want to betray them. Oh, that's why Babylon wanted open borders, so they can walk their settler through it and take a city over here.
I usually try to be very careful not to break my word because that modifier is actually pretty harsh.
Yeah, well, and that's the problem with not having the info addicts.
Yeah. You just kind of have to remember who you had deals with.
Oh, I'm bad at remembering things.
But it's not impossible to work around that. I had situations where I backstabbed someone, or I had the backstabber penalty against someone, but still managed to be friends later with ideologies, for example. So it's not the end of the world.
I'm going to see if I can just block this settler through different ways. Although, oh, he can walk through Ottoman territory, though. So he's going to go around.
But you still have declaration of friendship with Babylon, right?
Yep. so I can't just steal things.
Apparently Babylon has early concerns about my warmongering. What? I'm such a peaceful person, to be honest. I have no idea what they are talking about.
And your only warmongering was from someone across the world. Like, it hardly seems fair.
They shouldn't even care about that.
No, clearly. Alright, well, so much for that trick. I wonder if I just buy some tiles here, if they might just decide to go somewhere else. Well, I guess I don't have to do that quite yet.
I'm sending a scout in your general direction.
An actual scout?
Yep. I don't see a land connection so far, so I don't think there is one. Unless it's a really strangely shaped continent.
Oh, you're gonna go
Oh,
over there.
I actually lost my swordsman, unfortunately. This guy does have a lot of elephants.
Come on, Babylon. Or, sorry, Ottomans. Declare war on someone. No, no. Maybe I can get Nebuchadnezzar to declare war.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. France probably won't do it because they're still in a war. But I'll try anyway. Oh! They would. For citrus and 15 gold per turn, they would declare on the Ottomans while in a war against Germany.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know here. I'm trying to think if that's, you know, how afraid I am. Oh, you pieced out!
Yep, for now, just to prepare better for the next round.
So you didn't take a city, you just got some XP?
Yeah, I was a little bit afraid that I might lose some longbowmen. Because he does have quite a few elephants.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have 3 movement points. So I just pieced out. I'll prepare a little bit better for the next round.
I think ooh, this is probably my only citrus though, right? So I'll be at negative happiness, but only for a second, because I can actually hook up the gems relatively quickly.
And I mean, since this is standard speed, that peace treaty will only last for 10 turns.
Yeah. Back those guys up too. Okay, you know what? France. I would like it very much if you declared war on the Ottomans. I'm happy he's not holding a grudge about that time I took his settler into slavery.
Yeah. He doesn't care about his people.
Nope. I can also pay to upgrade these guys, and I will do that. Good enough.
I definitely slowed this guy down though, because he's only 3 technologies ahead of me now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what I think what happened was that he was focusing on the civilian part of the research tree, but then I attacked him and he switched to military part.
Right.
Which means he's not good in anything specific. That's what usually happens when you declare war on the AI, especially
They
on
switch
the
everything?
Yeah, on the non-aggressive AIs. They only focus on military techs if someone actually starts threatening them and attacks them.
Well, that's reasonable.
At least that's the case with the AIs that usually aren't aggressive. They just sit down and focus on culture, science, or anything else. And that's definitely this guy. Then again, he considers everything to be threatening.
He seems to have a short fuse.
Yeah, definitely very short fuse.
Alright, let's see if the settler turns around or not. Might be going for the cotton, but there's starting to be very limited resources for him to work over there. Yep, he changed his mind. What's the
remember,
what's the min distance between cities? 3?
4.
4. Okay, so
3 if they 3 tiles if they aren't on the same landmass.
okay. And what were you saying? Remember what?
Remember, you'll need enough gold to sign another research agreement with me in 4 turns.
True. I do have a good amount right now. We'll see. Build some camel archers. And some more. And I'll feel a little bit safe. Was I going to do something else? I can't remember. Oh, Napoleon peace with Bismarck, so presumably I could as well. Well, I should have been paying attention to that. There we go.
By the way, every time you sign a peace treaty, see if the AI is willing to pay you for it, because sometimes they do it, even though it makes no sense whatsoever. I had some long-distance wars with AIs on the other side of the continent, and they were willing to pay me for peace, even though it made no sense.
Yeah, well, if I just say what will end the conflict, they're asking for 2 of my cities, but I can probably take it out and just get a white peace. And it doesn't look like he's willing to give me anything on the other side, so...
Oh, yeah, yeah. When you can talk with AI, then he's usually going to accept white peace, which is a little bit odd, actually.
It really is. Like, he'll make demands and then change his mind?
I don't even remember a situation where AI was actually willing to negotiate, but refused to sign white peace without me giving something up. It almost makes me think it's a bug, or
I
not
agree.
intended.
So theoretically,
Because it's weird.
he can't actually colonize there. Well, if he did, it would be pretty stupid. Alright. Ottomans want open borders. More of this is just going to lead to more settlers, but I like the idea of improving our friendship, so sure.
So I'm about to finish a harbor in my only coastal city. I'm pretty sure I'll have some of your cities in range for my trade routes. Now, we'll find out. Soon. Very soon.
There.
And then we would both benefit from these trade routes.
Yeah, well, we can just start spamming more and more of them together to each other. I can actually, because I got banking, I've got one. I'll have to build one in Damascus after. Let's see what I can do. I still need to build a trireme there so I can see a little bit more stuff. I think it's time to start on a Colosseum, though. Do you keep forests, or replace them
They
with
keep what?
forests, or do you replace them with farms and things?
That kind of depends. If I have enough tiles with good production in range of my city, I usually chop the forests. But if I need more production, like desperately, otherwise that city will suck, then I keep them.
That makes sense. Right now I'm at the Mecca needs more growth or it's going to suck.
If it's a city without at least decent production potential, then I usually keep the forest. But I almost always chop any forests that are adjacent to river tiles.
Because they make great farms.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And I chop forests on hills, like always. Because if you want a tile with production, then it makes more sense to just build a mine.
True.
And one ford usually doesn't really matter.
I really like hills next to rivers because then they can produce 2 food, 2 hammers.
Yeah, yeah. So there's the research agreement. That finished gunpowder for me. And I actually didn't have anything queued up after that. Let's see. I could actually go for navigation right now. Yeah, I got some research into navigation because I didn't have anything queued up.
Go. I'm going to send you a proposal for a new research agreement.
And I think I'll go for navigation. Just to get slowly started on ships of the line. I don't have any obvious targets to attack. But it's a great unit nonetheless.
I thought I had open borders with... Confused.
Or I'll grab chemistry first.
Oh, it's a one-way agreement.
Say hi to my scout. He's
Oh!
right next to Mecca.
There he is.
Wow, I have a lot of influence with Kaisil, 173. And I only
I'm
ever
turn
bribed him
158.
once.
Looks like I'm gonna need the horses back from you. Our deal just ended.
Okay. Well, feel free to grab them.
Okay.
I just got a golden age. The golden age is always like a pleasant surprise for me because I really pay attention to the golden age timer.
Oh, me too. Wait.
And it's like, oh, golden age. Well, that's nice. Oh, I see some Janissaries. Yeah, that doesn't look very good.
Oh yeah, no. And they've got at least a couple of cannons I think I've seen as well.
I wonder how I would deal with my unit blocking the way if they actually declared war on you, but not on me. And I just kept this scout over here to obstruct their movement.
I'm sure that would work really well, actually.
Yeah, probably. I don't think the AI would be able to deal with that. So hey, if you need extra help, I can do that. But
Just
I can't
randomly
completely
block
block
with
them. I
Scots.
can just keep him in the middle.
Well, interestingly enough, if you had another scout where you were, just one tile north, you'd be able to block that entire pass. So he
Oh,
wouldn't
you
be able-
have open borders with them because they're now moving through your territory.
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking about it, like, well, this will probably increase our friendship slightly, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like open borders increases their ability to declare war on you because they're still going to get booted out of it first. Every now and
Well-
again, the AI will walk across your territory to attack something more vulnerable in the rear, but
It sometimes increases their ability to declare war on you if they can flank you using open borders somehow. Because
that's
the
true.
AI will sometimes try to do it. So that's something to consider.
That's a good point.
Well, I think I'm going to declare war again soon.
Move our agreement. Okay, I have all those going.
This guy doesn't even have musketmen yet. So he's going to have a bad time.
Oh yeah, so that's the thing. You know, I've got my camel archers now, but the janissaries are going to be a pain.
Yeah.
But I
The
still
Janissaries are one of these units that works quite well for the AI, because AI often fails at taking advantage of unique units.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But they don't do that with the janissaries.
Yeah, because you don't have to do anything special to take advantage of them, just kill other units.
Mm-hmm.
And AI is actually decent at flanking, so if it builds a lot of these guys, that can be pretty bad. For you, that is. Or for the human player. That's one of the few things AI is decent at, flanking. Maybe unintentionally,
next round,
because
yeah.
it kills so many units. And it has to
Yeah,
move
it
around.
just carpets you with units. Yeah.
Yeah.
What goes on?
Did they just do something? I saw the units disappear.
Spies have uncovered that Nebuchadnezzar is plotting against you. Well, the Ottomans are sharing information. No, the Ottomans are still at war with France, so I actually don't know why their units are
okay.
back here.
Interesting. I just saw the units disappear from your territory. Maybe they just moved and I didn't catch it because I don't see a lot of this area.
Oh, yeah, no, they're still there. They just moved one step away.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second they declared war on you. And got booted. That would have been unpleasant.
Yeah, just a bit. I might be okay. It depends on how many cannons they have, and they probably have a good number of them. Alright, so now that I can explore this way. Do I have open borders with Venice? Oops. that's our timer.
All right.
Well then, thank you everyone for watching. I know my point of view is not terribly exciting because I'm not getting into simultaneous... Well, no, that's not true. I'm getting into lots of wars, but they're very cold wars.
Yeah.
Not like Marvasier. He gets stuff done.
Well, right now I'm waiting for my next war, which is going to happen soon, probably in the next part.
Excellent. Sounds like fun. We'll see you
Thanks
guys
for
next
watching,
time.
and see you next time.
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Did you know I read every single comment someone leaves on my video? That's insane. Why would I do that? I don't know, but I'll read yours.